Hello, back to bottom. My name is Beast. Today I'm back with Saku Saku. My neck hurts. Still. It has been hurting for the last, week or so. Probably muscles or something. Since it has actually started to hurt last few days. Anyways, I forgot to cut my fingernails again. Ah, fuck. I just scratched myself. Why am I retarded? Something I feel the need to talk about right now is at lunch today. I was gonna go into town to the local pizza and donut joint to get myself some donut, but decided to ask my brother if he also wants something. And he said he wants something, and my mother said she could quickly drive me over there, so I should just order instead. So I decided, okay, then we can get something different as well, and the stuff won't get cold until I get home. So I ordered. It turns out I ordered a bit too late. It was 15 minutes after were supposed to close because I was busy doing something for the call, and forgot that they close at 2. But they decided, you know what? We still have everything running. We'll make it real quick. So when we were there, I was like, you know what? Keep the change. That was nice. So yeah, that was very nice. That was very nice of them. Was good stuff too. Tastes very nice. Anyways, let's keep going.
内容が内容なので、ゆうちゃんにはあんまり聞かせたくないかなって思って。もちろん、ミオ次第なんですけど。
なるほどな。そういうことか。
I kind of didn't record her saying that, so yeah, that's that.
でも、言わないで治るなら、その方がいいし。そうよね。そのために、一生懸命ゆうちゃんにリハビリを手伝ってもらってるんだもんね。うん。ゆうくんとこのままリハビリを続ければ治るかもしれないと思って。
Yet it hasn't brought you anywhere.
それで、そのリハビリの効果は出ているのか？
それは、
恐怖症の治療としては間違ってはいないが、再現で気を失ったくらいだ。改善はしていないんじゃないか？あまり効果が現れないのであれば、他の男性に協力を求めた方がいいかもしれないな。
もう、ナオ先輩ってば、乙女心が分かってないな。ミオは、ゆうちゃんじゃないと嫌なのよね。何言ってるのお姉ちゃん。もう、照れちゃって、可愛いんだから。毎日リハビリで手をつなぐのも、嬉しいんでしょ？言っちゃダ
メ！やれやれ。なんでもいいが、そろそろ行くぞ。
After that, I heard from Omi that Nao drove them home as she said she would. I didn't hear about them going to the hospital or anything, so I suppose most likely wasn't serious in the end.
ユーマさん。
Tina? I shifted my gaze in the direction I heard the voice from. Her body hidden behind a cherry tree trunk. Tina was looking at me. Good that is with you too, huh? Just why did you slip out of my bag?
授業中にこっそり抜け出しました。
Kind of think of it, you could turn invisible, right?
ええ、まあ。それに元の姿でしたら、ご自宅まで一瞬で戻れますし。
In an instant. Huh. It's basically the reason that supposedly hindered him from returning home this morning was all lies. Were all lies. Well, no use harping on about things that already happened. If you have something to say, don't hide over there and come over. Don't hide there and come over here.
はい。
Just like I told her, she leaves the shadow of the trees, of the tree, and take a position next to me. Is she feeling down? She seems sort of bummed out. Why are you here?
ユーマさんに謝ろうと思いまして。ごめんなさい。
Did Kotaro tell you what happened?
はい。ミャオさんに迷惑をかけたって。
Seems she's really feeling sorry about what she did. Seeing her like this, I heave a small sigh. Just can't apologize to me. I'll forgive you with a strike of my fist instead.
げんこつですか？
That's right, don't run away, got it.
はい。
Tina, who's now trembling, receives a light bop on the head from me. Don't do strange things like this again.
これで許してくれるのですか？
It's not like you did it on purpose. If you feel bad about what you did, that's enough of me. You've learned your lesson, right?
はい。ちゃんと反省しました。でも...
It's okay. Besides, not like Mio would blame you, even if she knew what exactly happened, I think. In fact, I even feel like no matter how much trouble she was put in, she'd always forgive you with a smile on her face. Considering all that, the bop I gave her on the head might have been too much.
よかったですね、ティナ様。本当にごめんなさい、ユーマさん。
Well, I also played my part in all this after all.
ユーマさん、ミャオさんに恋をしているのではないのですか？
That again, though dodging the question is pretty much pointless. Tina's meddling only happened because I didn't give her a clear answer. But to be honest, I don't know. But what I do know for sure is she's very precious to me and I want to cherish her. These are my true feelings. In the end, I still don't have a clear answer to her question. Besides, the incident today might have worsened her phobia. And I want to cherish her with that factored in as well.
ごめんなさい。
And with the apologies, I've already forgiven you, haven't I? As Tina apologizes again, I place my hand on her head and gently stroke her hair.
ユーマさん?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking. I really have to do something about this habit. The other day, Elsa suddenly touched Mio's cheek, which consequently led to her bursting into tears. Can't let something like that happen again. Right, I don't want to make her pass out again, so I guess I'll make sure to avoid touching her for a while. As I remove my hand from Tina's head, I quickly decide to know for myself. Today after Mio passed out.
ユウくん、おはよう。
Yeah, morning Mio. Greeted with her smile early in the morning, I answer awkwardly. As I decided to avoid touching her for a while yesterday, I'm now at a loss as to what sort of interpersonal distance between us would be best for that purpose.
昨日はごめんね。びっくりしたよね。
Don't worry about me. More importantly, are you feeling okay?
大丈夫。見ての通り、ピンピンしてるよ。
As he said so, she does a quick fist bump. Seeing her dispirited, I heave in a sigh of relief. Heard you woke up right after I had left from Mio, but you didn't go to the hospital, right?
元気だからね。沢田先生に神社まで送ってもらっちゃったけど。
However, wouldn't it have been better to have a proper checkup? I mean, you went as far as passing out.
そうかもだけど、私なら大丈夫だから。
Well, if you say so, I'll take you at your word. However, in truth, that doesn't change that I'm worried. Besides, there's a possibility that incident caused her an androphobia to worsen. There should be no way that it's alright to simply tread around her as usual.
心配してくれてありがとう。
I was the one at fault after all. It may have happened in a flash, but that doesn't change the fact that I ended up grabbing you as a result.
でも、ユウくんに手を引いてもらわなかったら、怪我してたよ。だから、気にしないでほしいな。
You could have fallen off your chair. You talk as if that would have seriously hurt you. You would have a sore bum for like a few minutes, but that's it. Fucking leg hurts all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's also the one that hasn't been attacked by a metal door yesterday. Ah, it feels weird. There's a bump? What the fuck did I do there? What? What? Hold on. Hold on. I forget the word. Scab! Scab! I have like a bunch of... I have like 4 small scabs on my leg, which I do not remember getting injuries on. Man, it's been some time since that last happened. As a kid, I used to always like just suddenly be like, why did my arm suddenly hurt? Oh, hey, I'm bleeding. That would happen all the time. It's been fucking ages. I literally just like thought like, something hurts, and just checked. Whoops! I appear to have injured myself, and without noticing. Ugh! Are my senses that dulled? It's not the alcohol. Ah, fuck. I'm really sorry.
もういいってば。
Somewhat troubled expression surfaces on Mio's face in response to my apology. At that point, the entrance door opens and Konami comes out.
おはようございます、ミオさん。あ、コナミちゃん。おはよう。
Now then, let's get going. I set off towards school.
兄さん、待って。どうしてそんなに急いでるの？
It's not like I'm in a hurry or anything.
いつもより早いと思うけど。ねえ、ミオさん。おう、少し早いかも。
Let's see. Sorry. It appears I did it unconsciously. Can't go on like this. Still can't get a good grasp on how to conduct myself around Mio.
ねえ、ゆうくん。今日は、日課、しないの？
Mio gingerly asked me about Rhea while I reflect on my conduct. Guess I have to clearly tell her. It was just yesterday when you passed out because of me touching you, right? Let's take a break for a while.
でも、多分、大丈夫だと思うよ。
Still, I don't think we should do it right on the heels of yesterday. Better safe than sorry.
でも...
Besides, what if you passed out again? You worked out because Tsukushima was there yesterday, but right now, only Konami's around, you know?
確かに、兄さんの言う通りかも。少し様子を見たらどうですか?
This is gonna lead to him just feeling too awkward to, like, be close to Mio, and Mio getting more and more frustrating. And this is going to have to wait. Like, this is not going to change until for some reason her androphobia is just gone. She actively touches him because he's been avoiding her. Or she... or she decides to tell him because he's so reluctant to interact with her now due to his worries. It might be all three at once. Albeit reluctantly, Mio finally consents. And I have one more proposal. I take a small breath and make up my resolve and inform her. If you need to talk to a guy, me included, I think you should do that from a distance.
ゆうくんにも近づいちゃダメなの?
The moment I voiced my proposal, Mio gazed at me with upturned eyes that were shrouded in sadness. Feelings of guilt well up inside me, since it's tantamount to punishing her for something she isn't to blame for. That's right.
でも、席は隣同士だよ.
There's nothing that can be done about that while in class, but aside from that, for a while, you know.
触らなければ別にいいんじゃない?
It's to avoid having her pass out again. It was a saving grace that she collapsed on her desk yesterday. But if I think about the possibility that she might have hit her head somewhere...
そっか。 んの言う通りだね。私のためを思ってくれてるんだし、言う通りにする。
Sorry, Mio. Thinking about it, since he doesn't want him to find out what's the cause of the androphobia, does he not actually fucking know? Like, did he just like casually accept? Oh, I guess she's fucking cries when guys touch her. Like, did he not like ask for an explanation before helping? Like, what? Explain! Like, this man's just decided, yes, that's normal, I guess.
ありがとう、ゆうくん。
Stabbing pain courses through my chest as I see her thank me with a lonesome smile on her face. This should be for the best. I know it's kind of an absurd suggestion, but I don't think I'm in the wrong here.
ミオさん、本当にいいの？
I feel like the next game I should play is just something fun, like just full-on fun. Because I feel like I'm gonna need it with Hatsukoe. Here's the thing, this game is good, but I wouldn't say it has had too much comedy to me. It's a really nice game, but I didn't like laugh too often, I feel. Or is that just me? I just want a feel-good game after this. Like, I overall just like feel like I've been getting fatigued a bit as of late, possibly due to stress. So yeah, I just really want to play something that's literally just like, yes, just make me laugh. Anyways,
ちょっと大変だけど、ゆうくんに迷惑はかけられないから、頑張るよ。かわいそうなミオさん。兄さんの代わりに、私が抱きしめてあげますね。コナミちゃんあったかい。
The truth is, I really want to see Mio's brimming smile. If her condition improves, I'm sure she'll show me an even lovelier expression. Come on, let's get going. I set off towards school while that wish echoes through my mind. And then the next day. Well then, back then. Right as our teacher leaves, the two of us move towards different edges of the classroom.
ゆうくん、さっきの授業のことなんだけど。
Like they're just like literally standing on opposite sides of the room. Instead of like, yes, just keep an arm's length distance from the other. That would have been enough. Not like... Hey you got fucking notes? I need notes. Like what the fuck? Yeah, what is it?
ノートをね、取りそびれたところがあったの。
That's understandable. That teacher's always quick to erase the board.
だから、ノートを見せてもらってもいい？
Okay, wait a minute over there. I have Mio remain at the edge of the classroom and return to my own desk.
ゆうくん、取りに行ってもいい？
No, wait a bit longer. Place the requested notebook on my table and go back to my edge of the classroom of the room. Alright, you can go now! I just mentioned not having too many laughs in this game, and suddenly this stupid shit happens. However, here's the thing, this may be funny, but at the same time I'm frustrated, because what the fuck are you doing? You absolute idiots.
ありがとう、ゆうくん。
She nods with a smile and finally starts to move from her edge of the classroom.
あれは一体何をやってるんだ？
あの二人、昨日からあんなことしてるけど、何の遊びなのかな。
Naturally, our actions stand out in class, but this is all for Mio's sake.
急いで移させてもらうね。
Sure, go ahead.
ゆうくんのノート。
Is this going to cause her to have such a, like, to develop such an, like, let's say withdrawal from interaction with you, that she's just going to start, like, embracing like his possessions whenever she manages to get some. She happily returns to her edge of the room while I'm bosoming my notebook. But Mio, did you take their own notebook along? Despite the fact that she voiced an intention of copying my notes, she neither took along her own notebook nor something to write with.
忘れてた。すぐに取ってくるね。
In a slight hurry, she goes back to her seat to get her notebook and a pen. Hey, don't be in such a hurry, that's dangerous.
大丈夫？
Hey guys, front!
お
Presumably because she wasn't properly looking ahead, she almost bumps into a guy who's been passing in front of her. Mio-Route! Right away, I flex my muscles to rush to her side, but at the last moment I manage to suppress that urge. She tries to distance herself from the guy hectically. However, most likely due to that rush, she bumps into a desk and falls on her backside. I want to go help her! However, I've decided not to go near her.
びっくりした。
大丈夫か一ノ瀬さん。
大丈夫だよ。
ならいいけど。
Mio, calm down. There's still enough distance. Not drawing back from the guy who to put more distance between them, she timidly gets up.
ミオ、大丈夫？お尻痛くない？
This is retarded!
ちょっと恥ずかしかったかも。浅葉くんも助けてあげればいいのに。気にしないで、ゆうりちゃん。事情は聞いたけど、でも、ああいう時くらい。
Seems she witnessed everything that happened just now.
昨日から面白すぎるぞ、お前ら。
What else can I do? It's for her sake.
いや、理由は分かってるけどよ。本当に続けるのか、これ。
For a while, yeah.
しばらくって、いつだよ。
Until Mio's phobia improves.
じゃあ、改善しなきゃ、一生遠くから会話するつもりか。ま、ユーマの言うことも理解できるがな。だからって、無理するなよ。
Overstrain myself? Me?
ああ。ミオちゃんもいろいろ我慢してるだろうけど、俺からしたら、ユーマの方が辛そうに見えるからな。
Finding myself unable to refute Soul's statement, I preserved my silence. Oh god, I just really want someone to just get frustrated. Okay, both of you in front of me! They both like walk up to him, like while still trying to keep their distance. He just grabs Yuma with one hand, and Mio with like a grabby hand stick for distance, just like makes them hold hands. There we go! Just like puts it back in his bag. Wait, where did you get that from? I brought it especially for this because this is getting frustrating. And so another couple of days passed without any change in the situation.
ゆうくん、そこわかる？
Hey, I got it, bed down.
何かあったら遠慮なく聞いてね。
I will. From Park, Mio and I converse at the student council room.
ねえねえ、コナタン。ゆうまくんとみおちゃん、まだ面白いのをやってるの？はい。もう1週間近くになりますね。理由が理由だけに安易にやめろとは言えないけど、でもこれ、やりすぎじゃない？頑固な兄なもので、一度決めたらなかなか曲げないんです。
I can hear every word they say. Well, whatever, I'll just ignore it. And I think there were some obscure numbers in one passage of this document. Mio, you have a moment?
何？
That's the document I have here. There are some numbers that have a different magnitude from last year. What's the meaning of that?
見に行ってもいい？
Oh, it's okay then, I'll ask someone else. She hears my reply, a whimper escapes her, and she assumes a gloomy look.
Mio.
Tsukushima mumbles Mio's name, but I pretend I didn't notice and head to Senpai. Sorry to bother you, Senpai. I have a question regarding the numbers here. Could you take a look?
え、私？別にいいけど、ミオちゃんじゃなくていいの？
Can't go near her after all. I'm certainly concerned about Mio, but I've set my mind on this. I've decided I won't take any risks that might lead to her passing out again. It's an established fact that I haven't seen Mio cry even once since I've put my plan into action last week.
あのミオちゃんを見てもその態度を取るなんて。
Sorry. ASMR, your mother drops you as a child. Or I guess your father in this particular instance. Like, that's always the fucking thing my mother says. When either me or like my siblings do something really fucking stupid, she just like sits there like, I didn't drop you, I didn't bathe you too hot, what did I do wrong?
Eh, 頑固ですから。本当にね。将来どんな頑固親父になるか見ものだわ。
Could you put that to rest for now and take a look at the document instead?
はいはい。どこがわからないの？
When I threw a quick glance towards Mio while I was showing Senpai the document, I saw a sad expression plastered on her face. Then, the next day...
ユウマさん、今日はどうしたんですか？コナミさんも葵さんも行ってしまいましたよ。
Is he making this more and more extreme with every day? Like he's even deciding to go to school separately. It's this late already, huh? Estine informs me that everyone has already left. I raised my leaden bottom from the sofa. I can still make it to school on time if I leave right now. But I will have to walk at a faster pace than usual.
どうしてわざわざ時間をずらしていらっしゃるのですか？そうです。一緒に行けば、ミャオさんもコナミさんもいます。
And there you have your reason.
だからさっぱり意味がわかりませんね。
Reason I've begun to leave later than Konami and have her go with Mio to school, just the two of them. As long as I'm with her, there's a chance that I might end up touching her by some chance. So there's a measure to reduce said risk as much as possible. He's like becoming actually fucking retarded. Like, this is so fucking stupid, it's almost hilarious. But only almost, sadly, so it's just frustrating. Oh, I have to leave now or I'll be late. Alright then, take care of the house.
はい、お任せください。お気をつけて。
Signor Patin and Kotro, I quickly head to school.
おっす、ユーマ。ずいぶんと遅かったな。
When I entered the classroom, I was greeted by So. I kinda ended up leaving the house somewhat late.
ミオちゃんとは一緒じゃなかったのか？
For certain reasons, we went to school separately today.
へえ、珍しいこともあるもんだな。
I walked up to my seat in the course of this short exchange.
おはよう、ユウくん。
On noticing me, Mio greeted me from her seat. It's still some time before homeroom starts, which means I'll have to... Morning, Mio, but see you later then. I just place my bag onto the desk and then head towards the corner of the room to distance myself from Mio.
ユウくん。
Mio's lonely expression crosses my field of vision when I walk off. That moment my chest constricted so strongly that it hurt.
ミオ、おはよう。ユリちゃん、おはよう。ずっと教室にいなかったけど、どこへ行ってたの？
She's staging a fucking intervention!
ちょっと、風紀委員の関係で。って、
We're not.
ミオ、どうしたのその顔。
Like, after school, he's gonna go to the fucking student council room, and, like all How I Met Your Mother, they're all just gonna stand there, just, like, waiting for him, with a big old intervention banner over them. Stop. Yes, I've watched How I Met Your Mother. My father watches it a lot. My father actually also watches, The Big Bang Theory. And I wonder why. Because, like, a lot of the humor is, like, more on the nerd-related side. And he is not a nerd. He, like, at most he'd understand the Star Wars and Star Trek jokes. But that's about it. Like, he probably sits there like, yes, a plasma grenade. Woo, Shimina! He just sits there like, plasma grenade? What? What the fuck does she mean? Like, I don't get why he watches that. Like, the jokes themselves are already bad, but they're just worse for him, probably.
私、なんか変な顔してる？別に変ってわけじゃないけど。
Tsukishima throws a glance towards me. That was enough to make me feel like she is sort of accusing me.
ユーマ、どうしたんだ？月島さんの方を見て。
That's nothing. That aside regarding today's student council work.
ああ、そうそう。俺と会長は会議で留守にするから、月島さんの指示に従ってくれ。
Oh, okay, got it. During my conversation with So, my eyes subconsciously wandered towards Mio.
そうなんだ。花ちゃんはいつも元気だね。私はもう少し落ち着いてほしいんだけど。あ、今度ミオに渡したい本があるって言ってたわよ。本当？どんな本なんだろう？また男の子同士のやつなの？そうなのね。
Seems the loneliness that surfaced on her face just now isn't showing anymore. Yet why? Why is it that I still feel like there's a throbbing pain in my heart?
ねえ、浅場くん。ちょっと来てくれない？
Then fucking help. As we entered the break, Tsukishima slowly approached me. Want some with me?
ここじゃちょっと言えない内容だから。
Alright.
ゆうりちゃん、どうかしたの？ごめんみよ。ちょっと浅場くんを借りていくわね。ゆうくんも行ってらっしゃい。
Yeah, later. Prompted by Tsukishima, I left the classroom. So, what do you want to talk about? Asked her that when we arrived at the courtyard, which is currently deserted.
ごめんね。急に呼び出すような真似をしちゃって。
I don't mind, but is this about Mio by any chance?
心当たりはあるんだ。
Well, I mean, you went as far as to bring me outside where no one is around after all. It's safe to assume that she wants to talk about something that other people, rather specifically Mio, shouldn't overhear. Additionally, it's safe to assume her gaze I've recently often been sensing is also somehow related.
分かっているなら話は早いわ。最近、浅場くんの態度はひどい。ミオに冷たいと思う。
What can I do? You know the reason I'm doing this, right?
ミオが気を失ったことでしょ？それでわざとミオに接触しないようにしてる？
I want to make her pass out again. That's why I put a distance between us like this. Little by little.
でもそれは浅場くんの勝手な言い分なんじゃない？
In response to her statement, I couldn't help but choke on my words. Indeed, it might be arbitrary. But I only thought about what's best for her.
じゃあ、どうしてミオはあんな顔をしてるの？浅場くんだって見たわよね。
Mio's face. Came to mind was the lonesome expression I saw this morning. Not only that, a couple of days ago when I proposed that we should put a distance between us for a while, she made a sad face. In response to that memory, I start to feel suffocation, as if something is squashing my heart.
浅場くんのしていることは、 ミオを考えてのことだと思う。でも、それだけじゃダメなの。
Honestly, just like some guys who just like they should just have some guy threaten to just like poke her cheek or like hold her hand if he ever gets too far away from her. So he has to constantly stay nearby to prevent her that from happening. Just like, ah yes, I'm going to poke her and make her cry if you dare step away more than like 2 meters away from her. Like that, Tsukushima gazes at me pointedly.
そんなことよりも、もっともっと大切なことがある。浅場くんだって、あのミオの顔を見たなら、わかるでしょ?
You're absolutely sure you would have realized? You're absolutely sure? Because he seems to be a massive fucking idiot. Something more important. Tsukushima's words remain stuck in my chest. She may be right with that. After all, I don't want to cause Mio to wear a sad face. Tsukushima sees me. Tsukushima sees me having become lost in thought in spite of myself. She heaves a small sigh.
ごめんね、勝手なことを言って。浅場くんとミオのことだし、私が口を挟むのもどうかと思うんだけど。
Oh, no. Both of them are exercising self-destructive behavior. So, fucking intervene. It's okay. Thank you, Tsukushima. Simply worried about me, alright?
別に、ミオのことだけが心配なわけじゃないんだけど。
What do you mean?
もう。浅場くんも生徒会の仲間でしょ?
True. It apparently caused these callings quite the extensive worry. I'll hear that now. Getting too caught up in my concern for me, I'm dismissing myself from her as a result. Maybe that was a mistake after all.
ねえ、浅場くん。ミオのことって好き?
Huh? That sudden question thrown at me, I'm rendered perplexed.
難しいことじゃないと思うよ。ミオのことは好き? 嫌い?
Of course I love her.
その好きは幼馴染としての好き?
Well, unable to find words to continue, I fall into silence.
浅場くんの言う好きがどういう意味かはわからないけど。
At that point, she pauses the words temporarily and turns her back to me.
だからこそ、お願いだからミオには優しくしてあげて。
Leaving me with only that, she returns to the school building. Do you love me? Huh. Tina also persistently asked me whether I was in love with her. However, I haven't come up with an answer to that question yet. The feelings. Placed a hand on my heart and muttered that under my breath.
ユーリ先輩、この書類が終わったら次はどうしますか? じゃあ、こっちお願いしてもいい? ジンポウ先輩から早めにやっておいてって言われてるから。
There we go, that's better. You desperately need a new chair.
わかりました。
Konami takes the documents Tsukushima hands her and returns to her seat.
コナミちゃん、私もお手伝いするよ。ありがとうございます、ミオさん。浅場くん、どうかしたの?
Slightly because she noticed that my hands stopped moving, Tsukushima addressed me. That's nothing.
もしかして、中庭で言ったことを気にしてる?
That's not really the case. It's just that it made me even more unsure regarding how I should conduct myself around Mio. Seriously, what should I do?
私は ミオが傷つくようなことがなければって思っただけなんだけど。あんまり考えすぎないで。
Sorry for running you, Tsukushima.
おせっかいしてごめんね。
Tsukushima shows a smile and then returns her focus to her work. Well then, I should also concentrate a little more on work. Suddenly feel a gaze on me and turn towards the direction of the originator. Something the matter, Mio? This is still a stupid regulation because, like, banning love is like literally the stupidest thing you can do if the problem you encountered before was student council members and public morals committee members falling for each other and going out and therefore leaving. Like, sure, you could say that the main cause of it was love. Well, that was just because they were too enamored. Like, and how, like, to the point where the relationship is probably gonna fail. Because both of them, because both parties just to kind of put everything on the back burner, which isn't good. But now even the people who were going to fall in love with a healthy love are either A, going to quit, or B, just gaining more and more stress under it. It's just retarded. Anyways. Okay. Being a bit concerned regarding Mio's attitude, I get back to my work. Darn, there's something I don't understand. I need someone to teach me. Alright, Senpai's near today. Since the time I started to avoid approaching Mio about a week ago, I've been asking Senpai regarding stuff I didn't know. Looks like I don't have any other options. Hey, Mio. His response to me, and I begin to hem and haw. Is it okay to approach her now after what I did? Apart from that, I still don't know how to conduct myself. There was nothing after all. Tsukishima, you got a moment? There's something I need to ask you. Tsukishima comes over to me, looking somewhat concerned about Mio all the while. I took a look at Mio's face and stabbing pain coursed through my chest once more. Could it be that I really screwed up just now? You don't get to talk! Well, sorry about that. I avert my gaze as if to flee from Mio and concentrate on the work at hand while being taught by Tsukishima. That night. Alone, I breathe a sigh while stretching out on my bed. No matter what I do, I can't get what Tsukishima told me today out of my head. What's the right way for me to deal with Mio? And the more fundamental question is, how do I actually feel about Mio? Do I really love her, like Tina and Tsukishima say? Or is this a different emotion? So I guess my head is becoming more and more of a mess. No. Konami, the door's open. Put some fucking clothes on at least. You're in your fucking underwear. How'd you mention it? It seems I forgot to change. Likely because it was already rather late. Konami is wearing her pajamas. Oh yeah, right, that's her pajamas. So what brings you to my room at the SAR?
今、ミオさんからメールが来て、兄さんに伝えておいた方がいいかなって思ったんだけど。
Text from Mio? If you're the one who's... She sent the text to, I don't think there's any reason to let me know about it.
でも、内容が内容で。
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
これ。
Konami thrusts the display of her cell phone in front of me. What's written there is... I'll go to school by myself tomorrow?
どういうことか聞いてみたんだけど、大丈夫としか返ってこなくて、それでどうしたのかなって。
What's going on in her mind? Why did she tell Konami that she'd go to school by herself tomorrow? Don't tell me it's because I've recently been deliberately leaving at night time.
どうするの？兄さん。
I'll give her a call and ask what this is about in person. Having cleared that, I immediately grasped my own cell phone. Ring back tones resounds over and over again. You should be aware of who's calling. That might precisely be the reason why she isn't answering the call.
さっきメールが返ってきたから、携帯の着信には気づくと思うんだけど。
See, so she simply doesn't want to answer the call. If she simply doesn't want to answer the call, it would have been strange if she had put her cell phone on voicemail or let her announcement run. Busy announcement run, I mean. But the fact that she merely doesn't answer the call means my thoughts are about to wander into a negative direction. My call finally gets through. Hello, Mio? Mio? Are you crying? The moment I heard Mio's crying voice to the phone, pain instantly welled up in my chest. I also got the feeling that my vision has become darker.
兄さん、ミオさんは
Right. This is not the time to space out. I have to talk to Mio right now. Mio, why are you crying? And also, why did you send Konomi that text?
ごめんなさい。ゆうくん。ごめんなさい。
If you only apologize, I won't understand what's going on. Take as much time as you need and slowly tell me the reason you sent that. Mio! She abruptly hung up. I called her name in panic, but all I hear is the inorganic disconnect tone. Damn it! Immediately I hit the redial button to call her again. However, what I hear next is the announcement that her cell phone is turned off.
ミオさん、泣いてたの？
Yeah. What's going on? Does something happen to her? Became restless as these kinds of thoughts swam through my mind. I'm gonna head over to her place.
うん。葵さんには伝えておくね。
He just jumps out the window. Why do I love like people jumping out the window so much? Like, that's been such a fun... Like, I don't know why that's been a thing I use as a joke all the fucking time. I just remember my delight when good old Toru from Saku Saku actually decided to do it. Can we just talk about how much of a frustrating protagonist he was at the start? But by the end, he was my boy. I mean, hell, I played part of the fucking, like, Naoki route, like, I just say Naoki routes, but you can't really call them that because it isn't total romancing Naoki. It's you playing as Naoki, romancing one of two girls. And the only reason why I played somewhat into those was because my boy Toru suddenly gets a fucking character portrait and voice. And how can I do that? How can I say no to my boy like that? I can't. That's the thing. Thanks. Konomi's voice in my back. I rush out the door. Having reached the shrine grounds, I halt for a moment and calm my ragged breathing. The shrine may be closed, but as you'd expect from sprinting up so many stairs at full speed, it's pretty rough. Maybe close by, not closed. Once I've settled down, I make a beeline for their house. Then at that moment...
やっぱり来た。いらっしゃい、ゆうちゃん。
Mio? For some reason I find Mio standing in the temple grounds. Why are you?
なんとなく、ゆうちゃんが来るような気がしたの。ミオに用事？
Yeah, is she in her room right now?
うん。部屋に閉じこもって泣いてるみたい。さっきの電話はゆうちゃんかな？
That's right, you texted Konomi that she'd go to school by herself tomorrow, so...
なるほどね。それで、ミオったら泣いてたんだ。
That's so.
多分だけどね。
Mio nods as if fully understanding everything. Well, she actually haven't heard what has been going on recently from Mio. She might understand everything. Sorry, it's all my fault.
いいんだよ。だって、ゆうちゃんはミオのためを思ってしていたことなんでしょ？
Too bad he's been a fucking moron about it. Yeah.
でも、それが悪いことだったって自分で思ってる。だからここまで来たのよね。
Yeah. So she really understands absolutely everything.
はあ、そっか。
She isn't going to ask me any more than this. Miu.
何？
You won't blame me or scold me?
ああ、してほしいの？
You into that? No, if possible, I'd want to avoid that.
じゃあ、しないでおくから。ほら、いってらっしゃい。
Go on! Get! Get! What about you?
私がいるとお邪魔になるだろうから、ナオ先輩のところにでも行ってくるよ。だからゆうちゃんはミオを。
Imagine if there was a sex scene before she got over her phobia. So he's just like banging her while she's just in tears. Which, like, that would look like you would show that to somebody out of context. They would be like, what the fuck is going on? Is she being raped? Nah, she's just scared of guys. So she is being raped. No, she just cries when she's being touched by guys. How does that change anything? That's her lover. And she's the one who initiated this. What? It would be so confusing. It would be hilarious. Yeah, alright.
よろしい。やっぱりゆうちゃんは男の子だね。
Miu smirks and walks away from me. I wish you could show her how manly he is in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways!
じゃあ、おやすみなさい、ゆうちゃん。
Cut that! Cut
ミオには
that!
朝までには帰るって伝えておいてね。
I'm not going out of my way to cut that.
バイバイ。
Bye bye. Shut the fuck up. She waved her hand flutteringly, and then, still wearing her Miko clothes, began to descend the shrine stairway. Thank you, Mio. She undoubtedly left us alone in consideration towards us, and I have to make sure I answer her feelings and expectations. Coming, Mio. Resolve myself, then step into the house without ringing the doorbell. This is the house of my childhood friend that I've visited countless times before, so I'm very familiar with it. Having arrived in front of my destination, knock at the door a few times. It's me, Mio. She sounds surprised. She's been crying this whole time. Her voice just now sounded somewhat tearful to me. I'm coming in. Having decided to declare that to her, I opened the door without waiting for an answer. Good evening, Mio.
こんばんは、ゆうくん。こんな時間にどうしたの？
She desperately tries to hide the traces of tears by wiping her eyes with the sleeves of her uniform. Once my heart started to ache when I see her doing that. She's still wearing your uniform, huh?
そういうゆうくんだって制服だよ。
True, when I got home I didn't have the energy to change.
そうなんだ。
That point our exchange seems to pause, and hard to describe oppressive silence fills the room. What should I say to her? There are a lot of things I want to ask her, like why she sent that text, or the reason why she has been crying. Miu too awkwardly casts her eyes down so as to avoid eye contact with me.
ゆうくん、こんな私の近くにいてもいいの？
Eh? The first to break the silence was Mio.
ゆうくんは優しいから電話で泣いちゃった私を心配してきてくれたんだよね。でも大丈夫だから。
Mio gazes at me with a smile that's fragile enough to crumble at any moment.
明日から一人で登校するよ。私なら大丈夫だから心配しないで。
Mio. If you'll be fine, then why are you looking as if you're about to cry any moment? Your smile is so evidently fake that just about anyone could tell by a single glance. It feels as if my chest is about to rupture when I think that it's my fault she's making such a face. If you don't want me to worry about you, then why is it that you apologize to me while crying on the phone?
それは
Look, if there's something you're unhappy about, could you just tell me? If I'm at fault, I'll apologize and also work on it, so...
そんなこと言われても言えないよ。だって
You know, as if she had become unable to bear what she has been holding back, large droplets of tears spilled over.
君に近づけないのが辛いの。悲しいの。でもこうなったのも全部自業自得なんだもん。
I have a sudden idea. Two ideas, actually. First idea. She was there when he was run over. And that's the reason. Just overwhelming guilt. Or second, she was in the car that ran him over. Sure, passenger. But it doesn't change the fact she's gonna feel guilty as fuck. Getting what you deserve?
だから我慢しなくちゃいけないの。ゆうくんが私のためにしてくれてるって。
What is she talking about? I found myself unable to grasp the meaning of her words and fall into confusion. It's me who decided that we can't be near each other. I'm the one who made you cry, right?
違うの。そうじゃないの。私がこんな体質だから、ゆうくんは悪くなくて。
Our theories are gonna be wrong, aren't they?
この前気を失ったのも私が悪くて。
They're probably wrong. Any chance? Do you have any chance know why you passed out? Overwork. She nods while sniffling. Why didn't she?
黙っててごめんね。どうしてもゆうくんに心配かけたくなくて。
No, there's no need for you to apologize, but just what was the cause?
あのね、実は
Still in a tearful voice, Muse begins to speak.
ゆうくんはまだ私たちが小さかった時のこと
Or
覚
alternatively,
えてる？
she was about to be run over, but he saved her getting run over instead in the process, and that's where her fear of guys come from. It's not a fear, it's more like she's scared that since him shoving her out of the way caused him to die, she's like subconsciously scared that if someone were to touch her, something horrible would happen to them. Or some bullshit like that. Of course I do. But, well, Mia's my childhood friend. Consequently, there are countless memories I've made with her when I was a kid, so there's no way for me to tell exactly which time she meant.
小さかった時からずっと一緒だったもんね。
Ah, but what about it?
じゃあ、ゆうくんが同級生の男の子たちから女とばかり遊ぶなって言われたのはどうかな。
That might have happened at some point, yeah. I was right. I'm positive it was slightly before I got into my accident. That time I was still a brat, because my classmates jeered at me. I didn't want to play with Mio anymore. Thinking back, I can only marvel at my own foolishness back then. Could it be that somehow related to why you passed out? Mio affirmed my question with a small nod.
ゆうくんが遊んでくれなくなってしばらくして、私ね、お姉ちゃんと石段の前で遊んでいたの。ほら、ミオ、お弁当できたよ。
Okay, so she literally just saw it. Then,
お姉
that's
ちゃ
my
ん、
guess.
ありがとう。どういたしまして。と言っても泥団子だから 本当に食べちゃダメだよ。わ
Could you said that before?
かってるよ、お姉ちゃん。あ、ゆうくんだ。こんにちは、ゆうちゃん。遊びに来たの？
Just passing by.
ねえ、ゆうくんも一緒に遊ぼう。
I have something else to do!
あらあら、手を振り払われちゃったね。
Is that the
ミ
reason?
オ、もしかしてゆうちゃんと喧嘩してるの？
Him shaking her hand off as a child? If that's the reason, I'm going to fucking shut down the game. I'm going to fucking shut down the game. That is stupid!
してない。じゃあ、どうしたんだろう。って、ミオ？私、ゆうくんに嫌われちゃった。もう、泣かないの、ミオ。よしよし。ゆうちゃんは男の子だから、照れくさかっただけだよ。
Said I shook your hand back then. Could it be that was... Gradually my memories from that day grow vivid. That's right, on that day,
ゆうくんが事故に遭った日だよ。
That slight addition! That slight addition makes me not stupid anymore. Because in her mind, if she... because then it's in her mind if he hadn't shook her off. If she just, didn't let him shake her off. Or if he didn't... Or if she didn't, stop him in the first place. He wouldn't have gotten hit by the car. She's probably gonna interpret it as... If she hadn't, stopped him... He wouldn't have shaken her off and just rushed away, causing the car to hit him or something like that. It's gonna be something like that. So it really wasn't that day.
もうね、会えなくなると思って怖かったの。ゆうくんが病院に運ばれたって聞いて、すごく怖くて。それでね、私、ゆうくんに触られると、あの時のことを思い出しちゃうの。涙が止まらなくなっちゃって。
Question then! Why the fuck does she start crying when other guys touch her? Or accidentally? It seems like a very Yuma-centric phenomenon. This shouldn't cause her to cry from other guys touching her. What the fuck? Or does she intentionally try to remember that when a guy touches her? Just so it doesn't look, just so it looks like she has general androphobia, and so it's just yes, I'm scared of Yuma. Having heard all of that, I found myself speechless.
それからすぐ、他の男の人でも泣いちゃうようになって、もう、男の人全員、触れなくなっちゃって。
Is that the cause of your androphobia?
うん。もし、私があの時、ゆうくんを追いかけていたら、手を離さなければ、
Now imagine how ruined she would
ここに
be.
会わなかったのにって。
Now imagine how ruined she would be if Rina decided not to keep him alive. Imagine how absolutely ruined Mio would be. She would probably have become a broken human very early in her life. Jesus. At that point, her voice was whacked by even more sobs. Sobs? Sobs. Poor sod! No, I think that my accident had burdened Mio with such an emotional trauma. So all of it, everything, is all my fault. So then this means you passed out the other day because I shook off your hand? Mio affirms with a small nod. So I've been the cause of everything.
違うの心の弱い私がいけないだけで
That's not true. If I had been in your shoes, it might have turned out the same for me too. If only I hadn't shaken off her hand that time. If only I hadn't passed him through the shrine stairs that day. One after another, feelings of regret well up. How could I have been talking about rehab that pretentiously, all the while convinced I'm looking after Mio, talking about arrogance. And because of it, right? In that case, it's only natural that I should be the one to help her cure it again. That aside, first of all, now... Sorry, Mio. Let's try it, even if it's way too late. I still have to apologize first. Yeah, no, he did everything wrong. The kind words she directed me while displaying a tear-stained face makes my heart ache. Times like this, I can neither lend you a shoulder to cry on nor console you. Even though I'm the one who sowed the seed, why is it that Mio was the one who had to suffer, not me? It's not just plain absurd. Say, Mio, I'm feeding myself with this, but would you let me help you cure your androphobia?
ゆうくんにはもう十分助けてもらってるよ
I mean, even more than I did. Even if your disorder is something that lasts your entire life, I'll take responsibility and see it cured, no matter how much time that may take.
そんなこと私の病気に付き合う必要なんてゆうくんにはないよ
Neither do I have any reason whatsoever not to deal with it. Please. Was it simply that I'm not good enough?
ゆうくん
Mio, please.
ごめんねやっぱりダメ
Having said so, she smiles stout-heartedly.
ゆうくんの一生はゆうくんのものだから私なんかに構ってちゃダメだよ
She's still smiling, however I can also see a sense of mixed-in shade of loneliness. I wanted to display such an expression. I wanted to always genuinely smile. It's because I...
ゆうくん
Could it be? This is a suffocating, painful sensation I've been feeling inside of me. That's something in my heart that felt like it was shrouded in mist. Now the mist is slowly fading away, and it's finally becoming clear. If I convey these feelings to me, is something going to change for her? As that thought passed my mind, my mouth had already begun to move. Mio? I love you. I love you, so even if it takes my whole life, I want to be by your side until your phobia is cured. At the same time, these words leave my mouth. All the feelings I've harbored towards me rapidly transform into one large emotion. Love. And I don't do any transformation. That's been there. You're just too much of a fucking idiot to notice.
なんで私なの
Hold on. Need to check something. Not what I was looking for. Not the ones I'm trying to look up. Trying to look up the fucking Nani? Nante! Meme, but everything that shows up is just Omae wa mo. Fuck me. Oh, actually, though. I always want someone thinking my jokes are serious again, like apparently someone has recently, because they came into the Discord channel from the Magica video, deciding to call me Lord Hunt, and I just was so confused by that. Like, did I do that in a joke once? I don't fucking remember. I just want to know why this person has decided, yes, Lord Hunt is a good thing to refer to me as. Quick note, it isn't. No, just I introduce myself as Beast at the front of at the start of every video for a reason. Hell, I would prefer I would prefer my mother sternly calling me by my full name over someone calling me Lord Beast. Lord Hunt, I mean. Lord Beast as well. Like, no. I already can't stand being called Sir. Just a regular Sir without anything additionally. I'm not old enough to be called Sir. I mean, technically, I guess I am, but I don't like feeling this old. I've went off on a rant. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm serious. His face warps as tears begin to well up again. Sorry, I suppose hearing that from me must be nothing but a bother. Sobbing, she denies what I said. You know what? Thank God I did Yuri's route before this, because I feel like Yuri's route would be like 1,000 times more painful now. After finding out the reason for her androphobia. Although that the crying makes her choke on her words, she clearly imparts to me that it isn't a bother to her at all. Of course, I wouldn't want anyone else but you. I look her right in the eyes and confess. The girl who is my childhood friend and who has always been right by my side. I always thought this relationship would never change. However, now I've come to harbor feelings that go beyond that. I've come to love her. Would you let me hear your feelings too? Yeah, if you tell me you need time, I'll wait. If you reject me, it'll hurt, but I'll accept it. Emotionlessly wait for Mio's next words, just like a patient who is about to hear the nature of his disease. It's really like that last-ditch effort in Yuri's round, like when he tells her that he has someone he likes, like that small last-ditch effort to like at least try to somehow convince, like get it, just change his mind. Like, sure, it wasn't much, it wasn't like a big effort, but that suddenly makes sense because it feels like he's just gonna leave again. I guess that makes more sense now. I guess. I say I guess a lot right now. I guess. I hate myself, if you hadn't gathered. In response to the truth Mio's words inform me of, my heart is set into powerful motion. It was the same for me. I thought of Mio as my precious childhood friend. Mio only had the best intentions in mind, but to think that would drag so much sadness to her. Tsushima even specifically told me that my way isn't right, and yet I... See, Mio also saw me as a childhood friend, but then realized that there's more. Even though the catalyst was something so sad that I could cry, I think that it become the trigger for us to realize our feelings. Talk about ironic. Annoying. Suppose that's the reason she was crying on the phone. Imagine if I accidentally hooked my beer with that and just like fucking just doused my pants in my beer. That would have been very angering. Of course I am. I'm sorry that I caused you so much sorrow. I didn't fully understand your feelings and didn't consider them. So you're gonna like swear off the BL now? Like, that would have been in a way really fucking funny if she like suddenly swears off the BL because yes, I have the bastard now. I don't need this anymore. I could actually just tell him to fuck Soul. Wait, what? I didn't say anything. So Tsukushima just giving you like, what the fuck was that just now? So look. Mio happily smiles with her whole face. Rehab. I'm about to ask what you meant. I'm about to ask her what you meant. Mio! Orcas! Okay, that is better. She jumps at me, then presses her lips on mine. Soft sensation of her lips. Mio's scent tickles my nose. That alone is enough to throw my heart into such a frenzy that it hurts. She draws her lips only mere centimeters away and smiles at me happily. Mio? We overlap our lips once again. The long breaths that escape her seem to contain a bittersweet gloss. Mio's body temperature, which is directly transmitted to me, now causes my mind to go numb. A long, long kiss that grants the illusion that it might last forever. At some point, without realizing it, I've also entwined my arms around her, embracing her closely. And no crying. Presumably happy about being embraced by me, Mio shows a smile. Then we press our lips together even more deeply. At that point, I finally caught on to one certain issue. Right now, I'm touching Mio, right? I'm reluctant to end this blissful moment with Mio, but I have no other choice in this instance. If this goes on, I'll make her... Huh? However, as I closely examine her face directly from the front, there were neither traces of tears or any signs that she's about to cry. Mio, are you alright? Conflict solved! Well, I mean, we've been embracing each other, right? And far from just that, we've also been kissing. That's an entirely different dimension from just holding her hand. I wonder why. Your phobia was caused by the fear that he hates you and that you're never gonna see him again. And the memory of him throwing out, just like shaking off your hand and leaving. So I wonder why him confessing his love to you and promising to stay with you forever and now becoming a couple would cause your phobia to vanish. Could it be that you're cured? Here at the moment we confessed our feelings to each other. Could something as convenient as that really happen? However, I don't really care about that. I just want to kiss her again. In that case, can we give it another go, Mio? Embrace Mio once again. What? Tears? What? What? Game, explain! Explain! I'm sorry, Mio! I really distanced myself from Mio as I saw that she started to cry. Most likely unable to hold them back, large drops of tears began to pour out. Why? She thought we had deadly kissed, without any signs of tears showing. Oh, I suppose this means she didn't get cured after all, then? Is there some sort of reason for this? Don't apologize. Besides, I just told you, didn't I? That I'll always be by your side until you're cured. So, you can cry as much as you want now. I'll remain by your side the whole time. So I directed gentle words at the sobbing Mio until her tears ran dry. After spending another hour together, I made my way home. I was greeted by Oi upon my return. Did you by any chance wait for me to come home this whole time? Sorry for having been out this late. Yep. Oi chuckles somewhat happily. Well, yeah, Konami told you. That's a little exaggerated. Always keep a tree growing in front of your room so you can jump out of your room at any time. Thanks for the compliment. If she's putting it this way, I can't help but feel embarrassed. Just permanently be ready to do the capped. Yeah, that wrapped up rather smoothly, but I held my words for a moment, resolved myself, and continue. The truth is, a lot of things happened, and in the end it turned out that we'll be going out now. Yes. Yeah. I like how she doesn't even seem like surprised or like mildly panicked as in the other routes. Like there she's just like, makes sense. About fucking time. You aren't surprised? Since she gave me her blessing all too easily, I couldn't help but ask so. I thought she'd have some more questions regarding it, and would persistently ask for me for the details on how it turned out like this. Well, yeah, you are. Were you that easy to read? Oh, I see, that could be the reason why Takashima asked me whether I loved Mio. Well, fuck Dad! Like, oh, well, fuck Dad then! Aoi just grins at him. Oh, I did. I did a lot. That is gross, Mom. Please stop. We did find out that Kazuto's health was already declining when Aoi married him, so there's the chance that they literally never done the deed together. That says something like that? So basically, this means the only ones who did know were the two of us ourselves. Who didn't know were the two of us ourselves. Now, of course, didn't even need her to tell me that. I've intended to do so from the start. By any means possible. I never want to make her sad again. That's so. Yeah, thanks. I always says so jokingly. I'll put in some serious effort that I won't have to rely on that service. In response to my answer, Aoi directed a smile at me that was embedded with her blessing. Because yours was your next time, bye-bye.